You're sitting in the restaurant and you've just been handed the wine list and the heading Reserve. Have you ever wondered when you should take that reserve and buy that reserve wine? And if so, how much should you pay for it? We have Charles Viselli, a wine expert and consultant from Time for Wine, that's going to help us understand a little bit more about reserve, when we should pay for it, and what they really mean by that. Can you help us with that one, Charles?
I'd be glad to. Reserve wines are very, very unique and very delicious. I must say that there's actually 4 different classifications when you look at a wine list, or if someone's going to describe them to you. The first is what we call Joven, or young, and that's a very good wine, delicious, but not aged very long. Second, we would have a Crianza, mostly used for a lot of the Spanish wines in the Rioja region. The Crianza will probably have about 6, maybe 9 months of aging to it. A little bit more refined, a little bit more tasty, and does have a delicious finish. Now we have Reserve or Reserva, and then the ultimate is Gran Reserva.
Oh.
Each country will have its own definition of what a reserve wine is. Here, even in the United States, we'll have private reserve that'll be on the labels, or some of them will consider it to be a reserve wine. These are the selections done by the winemaker, the vintage grower. They will take a look at it, and the discussions that they'll have is based upon the terroir, what has happened over the course of the growth season. This vintage may be the perfect one, but on this hillside, or in this particular area, the right amount of rainfall, the right amount of sunshine, everything just came together perfectly. So the grapes, as they taste them, give them the indication this is going to be our reserve for this year.
So there are a lot of science involved with that, and knowing how to determine your reserve or not. And why pay more?
You are getting the best of the best. My perfect analogy is you can get beef from anyone, but if you buy Kobe beef, you know you're getting the best of the best. Even cuts of meat. If you look at New York strip and you look at the prime rib, the filet mignon is the best of the best. Reserve and Grand Reserves are just that. These are when the grapes have been picked at the ripest, they've been aged perfectly, they've been cultivated, and you might have the smallest or lowest yield that year, which again goes into supply and demand. So it'll inflate the price because the wine is that good.
If you want to find more about wines, go to www.timeforwine.net.
That's correct.
Thank you, Charles.